Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Dynasty 3890 with another MLB 16 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. Today we're going to be talking about flipping cards on the market. I thought a lot of people knew how to do this, but I've been streaming recently on Twitch, and I've been talking about how to make stubs, and people haven't really known how to do it. So I've explained it on stream, but I figured let's explain it on a video for you guys. And if you don't already, make sure you give me a follow on Twitch. My Twitch name is twitch.tv/knasty3890. A link will be down below in the description as well as my Twitter page. Now, what we're going to flip I like to flip silver player cards. Now, just remember, whenever you sell something, Sony takes 10% tax. So, whenever you sell something, you got to remember this, guys. Big thing to remember. So, first thing we're going to look at are some silver cards. So let's look at this Matt Wieters. I could go put a buy order on him right now for like 365 stubs. Let's say I buy him for 365. I could then sell him for, let's say, 520. So 520, let's take away 10% tax. That's 520 stubs. 52 stubs, excuse me. And what we'll be able to do after that is find the difference between the two. So 52 stubs minus 520 gets around, 470-ish. Just be real lenient with it. And then 365. I mean, right there's about 100 a little more stubs. And that's an okay profit. I want to know that I'm going to be able to get at least 100 stubs profit easily. And I want to be able to get like around 200 is like a nice number to get at. Now, there's some silver cards that are just not worth going after to flip. For instance, like this Beltran, not a good card to flip. And prices are always so close. The buy down the sun are always so close to each other that it really isn't worth going after. These players right here on the Yankees, like A-Rod, Pineda, Ellsbury, are good cards to flip. Other teams that have great silver cards to flip include the Rockies. Actually, I think I just bought this Blackman. Like, I was doing some stuff right before this video. I think I just bought him. Yeah, I just bought Jimmy Blackman for 635 stubs. I'm now going to post them for 830. So take a look real quick. So I bought him for 635. I'm going to sell him for 830. Now, see, this includes the 10% tax, so 747. I'll get about 112 stubs after I flip them. So, I mean, that's not a lot, but you do that a bunch of times, you will get stubs. If you do that 10 times, that's 1,200 stubs. So, like I said, these four silver, starting with Lemieux up to Reyes, are great cards to flip. Another team that has great cards to flip are these silver Brewers, from Will Smith to Jimmy Nelson. Lucroy every once in a while. Gold you can flip. The problem is there's a lot of people who will undercut you a lot, so it may not even be worth your time, because, like, for instance, if you are able to find a card that has a good gap between it, including the 10% tax, if you look at these like buy orders, a lot of times people will cut it'll be like 200, 16,200, 16,201, 16,202, 16,203. That will happen a lot. People are just undercutting each other, and it just becomes a waste of your time. But silvers are a great way to do it if you do them in bulk. And then you can even start flipping diamonds. Diamonds do have a good gap between them. For instance, let's say you bought Arrieta for 54,000 stubs. Take away the tax. I mean, it's right around 50,000. So it's 54,000. You then sell them for 63,000. Take away the tax. You're going to make about 3,000 stubs after that. Now that you need to have the stubs to do that. Obviously, right now I don't, but you can see there's a gap there where you can make a good amount if you can flip them quickly. That's another thing important when you flip cards. You want to be able to do it quick. I'm in the mindset of getting a bunch, making a solid like 100 to 200 subs a card, but flipping them quick. Now, once your auction house is full, so you can only have so many cards on. Here's a card that's a good buy actually right now. Let's go buy them for 790. So let's just say I go to my active orders and it's full. Like this right here, it will say you can't do any more buy or sell orders. I will then go into a game, come back, some of that stuff is taken care of, and then I can move on and do more. Now, keeping this in mind, guys, you want to see how many I've done? Here's one page. I've done 77 pages, if you see on the top. Completed orders, page 1 of 77. So keep that in mind. It's not hard, and I won't even say it's time consuming, because what you're going to do once you get that, I go into a conquest game, play that a 3-inning game, come back into it, flip some more cards, go play another game. I'll be on stream. I'll do that. I'll go to someone else's stream. I'll just watch some YouTube. I'll watch a baseball game. You can do whatever. It's not like you're not going to be like focused on it as much as you're playing like a Diamond Dynasty online game. So you can kind of just keep other stuff in the background. But I did do a prior video when I told you guys play Conquest games on Legend because you get the better rewards. Well, that's what I do normally. I'll play the Conquest games on Legend in between me flipping cards, get good cards that I can also then sell or put on my team if you win those games. And it's a good way to make stubs. On one day last week, I did it for about 4 hours. I really focused for about 4 hours on a Saturday. I made over 20,000 stubs doing it. I started off at 200 stubs and went over 20,000 by the end of it. So keep that in mind, guys. I would also recommend having like an Excel spreadsheet where you write down how much you bought a card for and what you sold it for. That way you know that you didn't take a loss on a card. For instance, the prices can change so much. Let's say if you bought like a Kyle Schwarber for 200, it didn't sell that day. You're gonna try to sell it the next day, and then you put it up for like 150 because you forgot how much you sold it for, bought it for the day before. Well, you lost stubs on it. Keep that in mind when you're flipping cards. Also, let's say it's the end of the day and you're about to sign off for the night. Go to your active orders and check what buy orders you have. For instance, let's just say I'm about to head off for the night. I'm going to cancel all my buy orders because the prices can change so much overnight that you don't want to get stuck with a bad buy. So keep that in mind, guys. I hope these tips helped you. If they did, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you do like seeing daily MLB videos like this. I will see you guys later. I might be streaming later tonight, or just in the future. If you see this in the future, I try to stream 5 nights a week, so make sure you swing by. And we'll chat and have a good time. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.